Hi, my name is Sue Ambler, and here at Sunset West in Arizona, a lot of people call me Sewing with Sue. At our sewing club, Rip and Sew, every Wednesday, I do an open lab and I help out with any questions someone might have. So today, I'm thinking about face masks. I have been making face masks left and right for about the past 10 days, and our group here in Sun City West has been having those available for our frontline workers and health workers. However, I've been getting orders from people from all over the world because I've been posting them on Facebook, as well as a lot of my friends and family in the state of Washington. I realize by the time I get to all of those masks, and you're probably going to have a required wearing masks or something over your face. So I want to give you something that is quick, it's easy. There are things that you probably have at home that you could make up something to put over your face until you can actually get a mask. But this may work good for you as well. I want to thank my friend Mayor Cassie Franklin of the city of Everett on Facebook. She posted today how to make a mask out of a bandana. I love that idea, Cassie, and I think that is fantastic. But some people don't have bandanas, and most people are not going to have the hair ponytail ties or elastic that they're going to be able to tie and use for their ears. So I'm going to do an alternative to the regular bandana, and I'm going to show you a couple of ideas. This is a bandana mask, as you can see, and we're going to talk about how to fit it to your face or fit it to a face of one of your family members or your friends who you are with. And what you can make a mask with of things that you happen to have at home. Just making sure that my video is still working. I did an entire video and it didn't work last time. So what would I use instead of elastic, 1/4 inch elastic for my face mask? Or what is called for, I've cut these, but they are a ponytail tie. If you have ponytail ties, that's great, you can use them. But if you don't, almost everybody has socks. If you have tights or leotard tights or whatever for dancing, those would work fantastic. But if you have regular socks, you can use a little petty sock. This is a super old sock, and what I've done in this middle part is I have cut and I have made a little elastic band. It is not pretty, but it stretches and it would work great around my ear if I needed to use that. I have some great little fun tattoo socks. Those certainly would work. It's pretty wide, so once you cut it, you would probably end up needing to do a little tie, and that's fine. The thing that I love that I found are my dance skin tights, because I used to do ballroom dancing. So I have these tights, and these are absolutely perfect. The first thing I did was I cut the toe off, and you can see there's the toe. It was on the end of the other side right here. And I cut that toe off, which gave me a straight surface here. If you happen to have a rotary cutter and you have a mat, I would suggest that you cut these at a 1/2 inch. That would work great. If not, just use some scissors at about a 1/2 inch. And regular scissors, it's going to take a little bit to get through this kind of a sock, but that's okay. Just stick with it. And what that's going to look like when you're done is you're going to have this little piece, and that little piece you're just going to stretch like that, and sure enough, all of a sudden you have this wonderful tie. It's going to be super, super comfortable on your ear. And if it's too tight, then if it's too loose, I should say, then you're just going to tie a little knot in it, like so. You tie that little knot, and once you tie that little knot, you've got a smaller one. That'll work particularly good for your kids if you have those. So now we have our elastic ties. We have bandanas. I have a bandana, but instead of making a bandana scarf, I'm going to show you how to make a scarf out of the easiest thing in the world, and that's a pillowcase. Grab a pillowcase that you no longer use, or it's stained, or it's whatever. Typically they're 100% cotton, and they're really tightly woven. And so that is super nice. Hey, if you're watching this and you think you're going to go in and get like your brand new sheets or something, find something that's super old if you can. But anyhow, just get a pillowcase. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take that pillowcase and you're going to turn it inside out. Well, why would we turn it inside out, Sue? Well, because what we're going to do is we're going to cut along the, here we go. You're going to cut along the seam. You're going to cut along the seam like so. Well, I've already done one from another pillowcase. And when I cut along the seams, I ended up with 2 squares from it that are in measurement about 20 by 20. And so that's a great size. That is about the size of a regular bandana. I'm going to adjust my camera right now so you can see how I'm going to fold it. So just give me a little bit right here. Hopefully I can do this. It's shocking what you can do when you put your mind to it. I'm using some weights and a big bottle of Diet Dr. Pepper. So you're going to take this piece and away from you, instead of folding it parallel, the edges parallel to each other, like most of the bandana scarves are showing, I'm going to recommend that you put it at a triangle out from your body. Triangle out from your body. Let me see if I can get this in a better place for you here to see. Hopefully, pretty close. Anyhow, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the point next to my belly and I'm going to bring that into the middle. And the point furthest away from me, which I'm going to call the top of the mask, I'm going to bring that about into the middle. And that is going to measure at this point about 17 inches between these 2 parallel lines here, about 17 inches for this one. Well, this is also a little bit different than how the bandanas are folded, because I want to have this point right here go into a tunnel that may hold it a little bit easier, I think. So I've got this folded like so. So on my left hand, I'm going to take this point and I'm going to just fold it in to kind of enclose that like I'm folding an envelope. I'm going to leave this piece out, this point, I'm going to leave out right now. Now, I'm going to look and see, about what size my face would be. And I'm not going to actually go and measure it for you right now. I'm going to let you kind of figure that out. But what you would do first, the smallest it should be is 4 inches, because that's the finished size. And let me grab a couple of masks here. That's the finished size of a mask that has pleats in it. Thanks for waiting for me. That have the pleats in it. That's the finished size of that, is 4 inches at this edge. And you can see these are reversible. And then here's another one that is not quite done yet. And when it's all folded up, it ends up being 4 inches on this edge. So I want it to be a minimum of 4 inches. So I'm going to fold up from the bottom. And that looks like it's probably about as close as this mask right here. Now this one can fold open to make it a little bit bigger. So you have to decide how you want to do that. Maybe a little bit bigger so it'll come down over your chin and go over your nose. But for our purposes, we're going to take this now and we're going to fold that toward me. Now I'm not even pressing this with an iron or anything because I want you to be able to start wearing it so you can go to the store. Then you're going to take your 2 little sock ties right here and you're going to pull that in. And you're going to go to the other side and pull that in. And as you can see, that will be the front of your mask. The next step, pretty easy. See, on this end, we're going to find the opening for the tunnel. Tunnel is right there. And I'm going to fold the point end. I'm going to fold this over like so. I have my tunnel. And then I'm going to come in and I'm going to fold, I'm going to push that point end in. And so put your hand in there and get that point in there. And you'll notice that it kind of wants to come apart. Fold that in like so. And ta-da! You have a face mask. Like so. You have a face mask and you have your rubber bands on it. Let me get this set back up again so that I can see y'all. There we go. Hashtag sewing with Sue. Got a pillowcase, mask. Go to the grocery store. Make sure you still stay your 6 feet apart. It's what the CDC is offering. Make sure you wash these. It's great. You can wash it in real hot water and dry it outside, and if you can, or dry it in your dryer, and then put it back together. Comes apart super easy. One pillowcase, one regular pillowcase is going to make 2 of these, or you can do that same thing with some bandanas if you want to. I wish you all health and happiness from Sun City West, Arizona. Hashtag survival with Sue. Take care.